Today I want to talk about how I absolutely loved Ready Player 2. But to get there, I really should talk to you about Ernest Cline's previous works, Ready Player 1 and Armada. Because I loved Ready Player 1 so much, and you can watch my video about that yesterday. But then I was really let down when I read Armada, which I plan to make a video about for tomorrow. So I was nervous about Ready Player 2. I had no idea if it would have that great feeling of Ready Player 1 or if it would be a letdown like Armada had been. But Ernest Cline did it, I have to say. He produced a great work of science fiction that started with a moral question of whether or not to give society improved brain-connecting virtual reality. And that is at the heart of Ready Player 2. I do have to warn you, if you listen to the audiobook while reading it, as I did, it's Will Wheaton again. And I know some people either love him or hate him, so if you're a Will Wheaton hater, I am so sorry to say. It's Will Wheaton, but he does an awesome job, a phenomenal job, emoting the enthusiasm of Wade Watts with the sensory discoveries and the new technology, and I really enjoyed Will Wheaton's interpretation of the narrator for Ready Player 2. After all, he's a big nerd, and the main character's a big nerd, so it comes across really well. Plus, I think even if you're a Will Wheaton hater, because Wade Watts is such a flawed character who makes mistakes, you might still enjoy hearing Will Wheaton read the character. I don't know. It's also funny to me that at the beginning of Ready Player 2, the narrator explained the references, which was not necessary every single time. I couldn't help but think, you don't need to tell me where that's from. I understand the importance of the number 42 and all those other references. I don't remember feeling that way when I read Ready Player 1. But if that's my biggest complaint, other than the title, then we're doing alright, aren't we? And I don't know why the title bothers me. Ready Player 2 is a fine title, but it's an obvious title for the sequel to Ready Player 1, and I kind of wish they would have done something more creative with it. The narrative goes fast. It's not really a spoiler to say that Wade screws everything up at the beginning, and then the new technology evolution is a problem for the group, but it's also a fascinating science fiction evolution for society. Despite the criticism that Ernest Cline is getting online, I feel that he honestly attempted to realistically portray how this technology would be viewed and used by a character with Wade's flaws and by society at large as interpreted by Wade Watts. And my goodness, does Wade really mess things up? Thank goodness Samantha is there as a hero, as always, a more logical, reasonable person. And without going into specific spoilery territory, I will say that the ending felt bold, just like how Neil Shusterman's ending to the third book in the Scythe series felt, and thus I can understand that some people could be shocked and concerned with the ending of the story. But I have to say, I feel similarly to when I ended Ready Player 1, that we have a complete narrative. And I have no idea how a sequel to this book would work, because I feel like it would need to be extreme science fiction and have a very different feel from Ready Player 1 and Ready Player 2. But I have to say, Ernest Cline made it work this time, and I'm now willing to have faith in him that he can do it again. Because at the end of Ready Player 1, I had this same sort of feeling of, well, we have a complete story, there doesn't seem to be a need for another one. But it was great. I was really entertained and felt that it made logical sense that the story started by showing Wade's flaws. I mean, imagine if you suddenly became famous and had more money than you knew what to do with. There would be a strange adjustment period trying to grow into that and trying not to be a jerk and to make mistakes with the money that you had. By the way, I not only gave the book 5 stars for being the highly entertaining, fun science fiction book that actually had philosophy at its core, that it really is, but I also wrote an actual, albeit short, review on Goodreads.com. I hope you enjoyed the video today. Remember that every day is a good day for a book talk. Peace.